Hello beautiful souls, this is Gem Healing and welcome to my channel. So this reading is for those of you with your sun, moon, rising or other strong placements in Scorpio and includes messages to help bring you clarity for your next 2 weeks and help you align to or maintain your highest vibration. So this reading is timeless, so whenever you come across it, it's for you. And remember that these messages are for the collective, so take only what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. So we're going to take a look at the energy to align you with your best outcomes, some situations that may come up and root causes, the energy that you're bringing and what's going on around you, potential outcomes, and then we'll get some messages from Source and your guides. So to start out, we're going to look at the energy to embody. So I have some oracles here that are pre-pulled. And first we have Flow, Caribbean Calcite. So this is definitely a crystal stone that you will want to keep with you during this period. So if you do have it, carry it with you, meditate with it. If you don't have it, then of course you can just ask for its properties to be absorbed by you in spirit. So we also have White Raven Spirit, Trust in the Magic. Let's see, we have Integration. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. Okay. And we have Amble with Contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be the most advantageous now. We have Quantum Heart. And then we have more about the energy you're bringing, and we'll take a look at that in a moment. Okay. So immediately I'm feeling like Scorpio, you may be feeling a little more stressed during this period, and it's going to be important for you to take a step back and to find ways to relax yourself and find ways to, like this card says, just sort of be in the moment so that you're not reacting hastily or acting hastily, or responding quickly without thinking it through. So this is really speaking to you staying in your heart space and making decisions from your heart and your intuition and tapping into that to help control your emotions and the challenges that come up during this time. That's really going to help you with the energy, the anxiety, the uneasiness, the challenges, the stress that you're going through. It's really going to help for you to focus on opening up your heart chakra and really trying to see things and make decisions through your heart center and your heart chakra, if that makes sense. So essentially just really not reacting quickly, thinking things through, thinking about things from different perspectives, and taking emotion out of the thought process and looking at things a little more objectively. And again, running it through that heart space of yours where you have that compassion, you have that empathy, you have that understanding, and you can utilize that and leverage that to make decisions. Okay, so let's look at the cards here. And so let's just take a look at any situations that may come up. Thank you. All right. So we have the, let's see. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, we have the Devil, and we have the Queen of Swords. So you're in this state or in this process of moving out of challenges or conflicts. So again, this is a reading for the collective, so you could be in different places within that process, but I do see you in that process. Some of you have sort of gotten through to the next level. You've closed out a cycle and restarting a new level, or just you've closed out a cycle and you're like open to new and what's coming, and some of you are still working through those challenges. But if you are still working through them, you're definitely going to get there. And I think that what is going to come up over this period is the old ways of doing things, and you're really going to be challenged to tap into your spirituality and be making decisions from a spiritually balanced place. And you could quite literally have vices and temptations that are pulling you, and I just realized that, so I'm just going to cover them up because they're naked. But you could quite literally have vices that are pulling you and grabbing at you and influencing you to go in the direction that you don't want to go in, or a direction that keeps you in a vibrating on a lower frequency and not aligned with your source. And it's really going to take you being strong and having very clear and direct communication. So yeah, you can't waver in your process here. It's gonna need for you to, like I said, take a strong stance in a direction that is positive and moving you toward a positive, loving space. Excuse me. So that is definitely going to be a challenge for you to be able to do that, and to, not let those vices, negative old bad habits get the best of you during this period. Okay, so let's take a look at your current energy and what's going on around you. Okay, thank you. All right, so we have the Four of Wands in reverse. We have the Tower. We have the Five of Wands. And we have the Rising Star. You're ready to receive the blessings of the universe. Your ambitions and talents are being noticed by those in power. So, excuse me. So I think that for you, Scorpio, you may be kind of going into this period with not feeling like you're vibrating on your highest vibration. Like you may be feeling a little off kilter, like you're not fully, like maybe you're tired, or there's some other issues that are going on as far as partnerships, relationships in your family life or environment, or in your working environment. It's like there's some chaos and clutter, and just I see like gray, cloudy, like just you not, even if it's just you not just feeling at your best, maybe just feeling a little tired or moody or just not feeling it right now. But there, you may also be worried about the outcome of a situation as well. And again, that could apply to whatever it is that you have in your scenario, whether it's projects at work or relationship outcomes, something that you're working on with projects, or just anything that you're working toward from a personal perspective, spiritually, something in the family that you're working with, contracts from a business perspective. You're worried that it's not going to turn out how you envisioned it, and there will potentially be like a different outcome that you weren't expecting. That worries you, and that could very well happen, and it may even create a little bit of conflict, and because you're going to be passionate about how you feel and how you want things to go and the outcome you want, and then there's also going to be the opposite party or the opposite energy that's also going to be passionate about their wants and their needs and the outcome that they want to see. So I do see that sort of conflict occurring, and you having the challenge to need to work through that. But know that when you do get this Tower card, any of the unexpected events or the events that occur are for your best interest, and for you to then align yourself to your highest vibration and the frequency that is for you and that you should be vibrating on. So anything that comes out of that, or anything that falls to the side, or anybody that doesn't make it through that process or event, is not meant to. They're not supposed to. So this is decluttering your life and your space during this time. So whatever happens, it's for that reason, and it's for the best, and it's for your best outcome, whatever happens. So just know that. So let's see some potential outcomes. Thank you. All right. So we have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like this is going to be a really introspective period for you, Scorpio, during this time. You're going to be thinking a lot, and you're going to be in your head. And I think the best thing to do is to really, as you've been advised, to take the time out to just allow yourself that time to think things through. And even if it means physically resting and not making decisions at that time, sleeping on it, researching, speaking to others that have that experience or that you trust, and taking that time to really think through the process first before responding. And it is also going to be a need for you to look at things realistically and truthfully, and to look at ways where you aren't seeing what is truly occurring and truly happening. And on top of that, there's also opportunity in the background that you are completely not seeing and not focusing on, because you're too wrapped up in, these could be like personal thoughts or feelings, or just you not being open to what could be and what ideas or new options are out there. So this I'm really feeling strongly that it's time to be open, to start processing things through your heart center, your heart chakra. And that is going to allow you to open yourself up to the new possibilities that are coming in, and also open yourself up to different perspectives to really see what is actually going on, and not have that blindfold on, and not feel like you're trapped, and not feel like you don't have any options, because they're clearly right there. They're right there. You have everything that you need right there. It's just a matter of you being able to see that, and you being able to get into a position to where your eyes are not covered, and you don't feel trapped and like you can't move forward. And to do that, it may require you having a little bit of a resting period where you're not responding, where you're just thinking things through, so that new ideas, new opportunities, new revelations, new perspectives can make their way in. You have to quiet your mind for that to happen. Okay, so let's get some messages from Source and your spirit guides. What messages do you have for Scorpio? One more card, please. Let's get one more card. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and Judgment. Yes, so I do believe that, like I said, that Tower moment, the outcome is going to be, one that really allows for those things that aren't serving you to fall away. And during that process, during that time, if you are working through your heart center and processing through your heart chakra, that is going to create the opportunity for you to renew yourself and to be rejuvenated, and to put you in that space where you can get back to your money, you can get back to your relationship, you can get back to your family, you can get back to what it is that is truly, truly important. Because it's sort of like right now you're focused in the wrong area, and you're focused on the wrong things. And I'm not saying like totally 100%, but it's just like there's a couple directions that you can go in, and there's a couple things that you could be focused on. And it's just some of you are potentially thinking a little too much about, those things that don't serve you, and staying with those things that don't serve you, or trying to figure out a way to make those things that aren't serving you work for you and serve you. But that's not going to happen, and you'll need to take the blindfold off to see exactly, okay, this definitely is not working because of this, and I can be honest with myself and say that, because I am processing everything through my heart and my emotions and my feelings. And that's not to say, because we talked earlier about responding appropriately and not from an emotional standpoint, but that doesn't mean that you won't have emotions, and you don't process them, and you don't actually deal with them and understand where they're coming from. So you can do all of that, and you can still respond in a way, and you can still take action in a way that keeps you aligned and on your highest frequency. But again, that takes a little bit of honesty and being truthful with yourself about everything and all the different perspectives, and really taking those into account, and again processing them through your heart and through love, and then taking action, because doing that is what is going to lead you to victory. Because you are absolutely strong enough to do that. And I'm hearing from a relationship perspective, these challenges that you do work through, if you are able to process them in the way that we talked about through your heart center, that is going to lead to success. And it is going to lead to you achieving the outcome that you desire by doing that. Okay? So let's get you some Oracle messages. Can we get some additional messages for Scorpio? Okay. One more card, please. Okay, I thought I saw something flip over. No, okay. Thank you. All right, so we have Pisces energy. Ooh, okay, overly emotional, escapist tendencies, overly trusting or gullible, boundary issues, tendency towards self-pity, over fantasizes, self-sabotaging. Okay, again, these are all sort of those frequencies that you can vibrate on, and that you are being asked to be mindful of during this period, and to make sure that you don't fall into those ways and old habits of thinking, or just those negative thought patterns. Okay, so we have the law of correspondence. Ability to logically understand the nature of things beyond your understanding. Okay, definitely speaking to you connecting with your source, and doing that through your meditations, through really focusing on strengthening your chakras, like we talked about, really working through your heart chakra, all ways that you can stay connected to your source. We have the intention is the influence, the flow is the magic, intentional alchemy, magical influence, the witch warlock, let me see, magician or mystic. Okay, so you definitely have everything that you need inside of you already. It's just a matter of you activating it and working with it, and working through those temptations and challenges, and those I guess I have to say temptation again, but just like when you feel the influence to act in your old way and to respond in a certain way that is not as positive, you're being asked to really be mindful about that here. Okay, so let's get some final messages. So we'll get a Rumi, or a couple Rumi cards. Thank you. So I thought I saw something for real this time. Yeah, I did turn. Okay. All right. So we have Cosmic Heart. I have seen everything. I have no fear. I have the heart of a lion. I shine like Venus. For life to work out with perfect synchronicity and generous grace, there is nothing you need to understand. You have been asked to bear darkness without losing hope for the return of the light. Here you are, still loving, still wise, ready for a love that is bigger than you have ever experienced. Okay, and this says Cosmic Heart, and we have talked this whole time about working through your heart chakra, so cannot make it up. Okay, we also have Beyond Death, Life. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. This ending comes as grace to free you from all you have known. What you have known is now too small for your soul. I mean, this is a beautiful spiritual way of saying, like, leave this shit in the past that is not serving you, because what is going to happen is there is going to be, you're going to be forced to do it then. The universe is going to do it for you, and for you, it may not be the best experience, but it absolutely is going to take away everything that is not serving you, and it's going to put you in that place and in that state where you are able to tap into your heart space, tap into your connection with source, tap into love and light, and have that leading you as opposed to anything else. We have the human gift. Such attraction is offered by the beloved with sweetness and generosity, yet such jealousy comes from you with so much doubt and suspicion. Do you berate yourself, blazing angel, because you have moments where you cannot trust in love more than you believe in your fear? Rise now from your doubts and admonishments and let your human self be loved. Even with all the doubt, you are a cherished one of the great beloved and always shall be. Be kind to your heart. Yet another message about you connecting with your heart space. Scorpio. Yes, please do your meditations and connect with your source, connect with your higher self. There's so much love there, so I hope that you are not coming down too hard on yourself, but I am getting the feeling, especially from these two cards, that you may be, but this is really not the time for that. This is, you are being encouraged and supported and loved and really, really strongly being guided toward your inner self and toward your inner knowing and toward your intuition. And that is where you are going to find the strength that you need to persevere. Okay. All right, Scorpio. So these are all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching and allowing me to be part of your journey. Take care.